Hi everyone, I'm Brittany Dion. I'm the sports training manager, and I am here to help you guys go through the 2022 Winter Games registration. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen. So you'll go to our website at sook.org, scroll down on the homepage to Winter Games registration. In here, you'll see everything that you need. Submit the following forms, the deadline, some forms that you'll need to hand in that day of, the schedule, everything. So let's go through it. First, you'll need to do the Winter Games registration form, okay? Everything will be online this year to make it easy, not have to mail everything. So once you click in to fill it, you'll see team name, kind of like your head coach's card is what it kind of is, with your email, your cell phone, your address. Right here, total number of coaches, let's say it's 2. Total number of athletes is 5, unified partners is 5. So then your total athletes and partners would be 10. It's $5 per competing participant, so that would be $50. Down here, you have 3 ways of payment, which is PO, check, money order, or CC PayPal, which is an online payment. Okay, so your credit card, PayPal, check, money order, or PO. Okay, after you have completed this form, you'll click submit. It will then go to us directly and then email you. So check your spam, check your junk, make sure that you see it. But yeah, it comes directly to us, so you won't have to do anything else with it. Now that gets your team kind of showing us, okay, this individual is registering their team. Now, in order to get your athletes in, you'll need to do a sport entry form. So whether it's swimming, volleyball, or cornhole. So whenever you go into swimming, you can come in here, start filling, put your team names. That way we know with the team, who's got the athletes. Start with last name, then first name, alphabetical order. You can go through. The one big change in swimming this year is we are not doing relays. So we have everything but relays, okay? So just make sure that you guys remember that. On this form, you have up to 18, okay? If you have more than 18 to register, then you can just click submit, go back to this and click the swimming entry form, okay? So make sure that you get everything in here that you need, however many that is, and then enter it. So again, we will receive that entry form directly, and then you will get an email with what you have submitted. All right, with volleyball, in here, you click start filling. In here, make sure your team name, head coach, email, cell. One thing to really remember is that you are not to have more than 12 on a team. If you have more than 12, then you need to create 2 or more teams, okay? Only 12 is allowed on your team roster, okay? So your volleyball team name, if you are Owasso and you have more than one team coming, then you put Owasso red, Owasso blue, whatever it is that you want to distinct your different teams, okay? Then in alphabetical order by last name, go ahead and enter all your information, okay? And there are only 12 spots per team, no more. Then you have age division, gender division, skill division, okay? Click submit. It directly comes to us with an email to you to show that you have successfully entered your volleyball entry form, okay? Then in the cornhole entry form, you'll click start filling. You'll put your team name, head coach. Then you have the athlete name, unified partner name, fill all that stuff out. Now the 2 levels are ages 8 to 11 and wheelchair athletes are level 1. Level 2 are ages 12 and above, okay? And then we put division out here because the 12 and above obviously is a large range of age. So that way we can heat correctly according to the age brackets. We have this, okay? And it goes by the oldest person on your team, okay? Click submit. It will then directly send to us and then send you an email showing what you have submitted, okay? So those are the first 2 big things that you will need to do in order to register your team, okay? Victory night is going to be a little different. We will not have the dance this year. So we have decided that we're going to have 2 nights, January 13th and January 14th at 7:30 p.m. We have game night trivia, which will be on our Facebook Live. So Special Olympics Oklahoma Facebook page. It'll go live. You can either let your athletes, unified partners, you can join in on a phone as a team and comment. Basically, it's just like we did virtual activities. You'll get on our live, comment the answers, and we'll have a fun time. It's really fun to interact on there. We have bingo registration. Okay, so whenever you click this you'll get in here. You can, as a team, if you're going to be in one room, you can register you as the coach for the team down here, put how many cards you are needing. If you're just individual for one athlete, unified partner, or coach, you can just put in here and that you need 1 card. Okay. This address is for the prizes. So make sure you put in the address that we will be mailing prizes if someone either on your team or you individually are to win. Okay. Josie will be emailing you that and making sure that everything is good and underway. So we are excited. So we have trivia night, which will be January 13th. And then January 14th at 7:30, we will have bingo. Space is limited to first come, first serve, for we will be on Zoom at that time. And we are limited to the amount of space for that, okay? All right, next big things are the COVID Code of Conduct assessment and waiver release, okay? This must be completed before participating or attending. So just like your medical forms that you get in, make sure that you have in, this is that form as well. So it only needs to be completed once. So if you guys have completed this at area competitions, you do not need to complete it again. But if you haven't, you click on form. This you will print off because it needs to be filled out, it needs to be signed, and everything like that. So print it off, then you'll click submission procedure. This is how you will then submit it. All right, it's just like the medical forms where you'll put an area number, last name, first name, middle initial, birth, month, day, year. After that, you will then email it to covid@sook.org. Okay, this has to be turned in. If it's not turned in, you cannot compete, just like the medical form. Okay. If you have any questions, you can contact Sue or Terry. All right. And then you have the medical releases, unified partner release. Now, remember on the registration that you clicked either check, money order, credit card via PayPal or PO. You will mail all checks, money orders, and POs to Special Olympics Oklahoma Winter Games, 6835 South Kent Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma, 74136. Okay. Now, for credit card via PayPal, you can do this online. So you'll just click in here. I'm going to use Alaska Rams as an example. You'll add it to cart. Okay. In here, you had 10 participants. So you'll put 10, it's $50. You can then check out and go through the payment process. Okay. So that is online. All right. Down here, we have the 2022 Winter Games schedule of events. Thursday, January 13th, will be swimming at Mitch Park Family YMCA. Whenever we have the final packet out, we will then give you the time frames and the brackets and scheduling, okay? Right now, with us still being in the orange, which is significant risk, we are only allowed a certain amount of number in inside venues. So we will be having kind of, in and outs of stuff. So the competition schedule will be in the final packet. We know it starts at 9. We don't know how long it'll last. We don't know which section you'll be in. So until then, just know that it's on Thursday the 13th at 9 a.m. and we will get that to you. Remember that there are no spectators whatsoever at this time. So it is literally just the coach or the assistant coach or whoever's bringing the athlete and the athlete themselves and unified partner, or this is swimming, so just athletes. But on Friday, we have unified volleyball at OU Sarkees Fitness Center. Okay. So competition will start at 9 a.m. This will probably be a long day till 5 p.m. because we are going to have an hour and a half, 2-hour sessions because we have to stay within the certain protocols of numbers inside. So there will be no spectators, okay? Coaches and assistant coaches only with the Athletes Unified Partners, okay? Teams must provide their own water bottle and there's no food allowed. You're going to be in here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. So it's just that little bit time frame that we're asking that there's no food, but make sure you bring your own water because we're not going to be able to have water jugs sitting out and everything like that. So we will not be providing that. On Saturday, January 15th will be unified cornhole. Okay. Teams again will be emailed brackets, the time frame for them in your session. Okay, again, no spectators, coaches and assistant coaches only, along with the Athletes and Unified Partners. Teams must provide their own water and no food allowed. Okay, I know that it says arrive 30 minutes prior to competition. Now this can be 15 to 30 minutes because what's going to happen is we're going to have to bring one session in, and that's the max amount of people that we can have in that building. So we then have to then let them out before our next session comes in. So know when you get there early, which we want to start on time because we definitely don't want the later sessions to have to get pushed back, right? So make sure that you get there on time. A little bit early is fine. We can hopefully get you in because we had the other session out and everything. But just know that if you arrive a little too early, that you will need to sit in the car or the buses for just a little bit until we can get you inside. Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Now, down here, it's just general information to make sure to let you guys know that schedules will be provided in the final packet. Due to protocols at this time, masks must be worn at all times when not competing. This is something that we must do, especially with the inside facilities. Teams should arrive at their competition at least 30 to 15 minutes prior. And I already explained that. Make sure that you do the fees of $5 per person that's competing. No food or water will be provided, that teams bring their own water. And we are kind of trying to do, because of protocols, doing a day of events. So we recommend no teams house overnight. So Special Mix Oklahoma will not be doing any housing. Okay. If you guys have any questions, you can contact John or myself. The deadline is December 1st of 2021. The day of, these are very, very important, basically forms that you will need to turn in the day of. Okay, we will have a designated check-in upon your arrival, and you will need to turn in a screening and tracking template. Okay, this is something that you will do before you leave. So whether you are meeting at the school and having all your team get on a bus, you will need to do this, okay? Which is take their temperature, make sure they have no signs or symptoms of COVID, make sure they haven't been exposed and everything. And below here, you will fill it out, okay? The participant first and last name, what role they are, and you see coach, volunteer, everything. It doesn't matter who it is, whoever is coming with you has to be put on this. Okay, so everyone must be screened: coaches, assistant coaches, athletes, unified partners. Put a phone number for an emergency if they were to get sick or have something. You must make sure that they have completed the COVID code of conduct and it's signed. You say yes, they have been screened. If it's no, they are not able to come. Put that whether they have a sign or symptom of COVID, yes. If it's no, they should not come. So this is extremely important. This will be turned in at check-in. And if you do not have it, it's you will not be able to participate. We have to have these filled out. Okay. And we would also, like, we will have it there. But the thing is, if you're driving from Owasso to Oklahoma City, or Jay to Oklahoma City, or, you know, Idabel all the way to Oklahoma City for this event, and you don't do this, and let's say we do the protocol there and everything, the screening there, if someone has too high of a temperature or they have symptoms and we have to say, oh, I'm sorry, but they have to leave, you know, if you have a bus full of your team and you get there and find out that one of them cannot participate or has to go home, then that's your whole team. So that's why we're saying to do it before you leave and head to games. Okay. Because we would just hate for us to get there, you guys to get there, and us complete this form and someone doesn't needs to be home. So make sure that that is done. Also, if you are competing in volleyball and cornhole at the Starkey Center, here's the minors release for OU. Okay, you print this out, you have it filled out. So anyone and everyone 17 and below must have this completed for the University of Oklahoma. Okay, so 17 below, this must be turned in order to compete. All right. So thank you guys for watching this. I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions, again, get a hold of John or myself. If you have questions on the COVID Code of Conduct or medical forms, please contact Sue or Terry Hockett, and they will help you with that. So thank you. And we are looking so forward to being in person and having winter games. So take care and stay safe. Bye.